Little quick video. I didn't know Pastor Dowell and Elder Rufus is has split up and is beefing. I've been seeing stuff on the YouTube with Elder Rufus and some white guy was sitting there talking. They was talking about something about love. I never paid it any attention, but I was looking at it. I've been seeing stuff, but I've been dealing with this clown up there in New York at False Prophet that I haven't really paid attention to straightway in a while. But I got videos on Pastor Dowell. Yes, I do. I did some video. Before I rebooted my new channel, I had Let's Talk About It. This one is Let's Talk About It 2.0. My original channel was Let's Talk About It. And I had videos talking about Pastor Dowell then. I did a short calling him out about carrying weapons, and he's supposed to be a man of God. That short was doing pretty good. We're doing real good. But I dismounted that channel. I don't know why I did it. I don't know, one night I just started feeling kind of depressed. I'm not really a depressed person, but one night I started feeling depressed, felt like my channel wasn't going to take off, and I just deleted it all. Started back 2 weeks, 3 weeks went by, started back over. But I've been talking about Pastor Dowell. It's on record. Go back in some of my old videos. They ain't too old. I've been on here a few months now. But I've been talking about Pastor Dowell. I've been talking about Elder Rufus and his ministers, his preachers, the way he got, that mess he got set up there in Tennessee, straightway. I've been talking about that. That man is a clown. Anybody with good sense know that man is a clown. Just like Nathaniel and his other clown up here in New York, Warren Adams. He can't decide what title he want to be called by. You call him by pastor, something wrong with that. Ain't no pastor. Call him by false prophet. He don't like that. Jeez. Call him by Warren. He don't like that. The man is just twisted. Warren Adams had the nerve to call me out about working. Don't you see this? Don't you see that? Ain't no way you can operate one of these. I don't even believe you can drive. Let's know to operate one of these. I heard you say your wife got up and went to work this morning. Your wife got up and went to work, but you got up and went to preach. How you gonna open your mouth trying to call somebody out about working? I caught that video. Well, you trying to throw somebody out there. You lazy. Hey, I've been calling you out about your job status. Your wife get up and go to work. You get up and go preach. Bible hustling. Don't you know that's a disgrace? Preaching every day on the corner. Go out there and preach every day, and you really ain't preaching. How can you preach when you don't even know Jesus? You and Pastor Dowell. Pastor Dowell, same way. Well, show me the Bible where having multiple wives is against the Bible. It's sin. That way you want to hang. That way Pastor Dowell trying to hang his stuff on David, people in the Bible, Old Testament. I ain't got to obey. I ain't got to obey the laws of the land. I'm Hebrew Israelite. I guess they call themselves some type of sovereign citizen too. They ain't got to obey the laws of the land, such. I've been calling him out on that mess. That man got every kind of license there is. I seen them tags up there on them car, Tennessee plates. The Bible said obey the government. Well, then somebody said, well, the Bible says obey government long they don't interfere with your belief or not. No, the Bible say obey the government. Obey those who have rule over. You can't claim that when it comes to marital status and stuff like that, that you don't have to obey the law. And then when it comes to all the other laws of the land, then yeah, you obligated to obey those laws, but you're not obligated to obey laws like marriage, laws you don't want. That's a lie. Because I'm seeing something. Anybody in right mind know in the spirit, it's illegal to have more than one wife. And in most states in the United States, especially Tennessee, polygamy is outlawed. So he can claim that he married to all three of them women if he wants to, 3 or 4, however, I don't know how many he got now. But he can claim he married to all three of them women, but the law says different. The law says differently. So how you gonna claim you exempt from obeying the law on one hand, but on the other hand, yeah, we got to obey? That don't make no sense. The man is a contractor. He do construction. He got a license. He got a license to work in Tennessee. He got a license to work in other states. He bonded. He got all the papers. He got driver's license, contractor license. He got every kind of license that the law said he had to have in order to operate, drive cars, run a business, etc., pay bills, land, all that stuff. He got to have the deeds and all that stuff on paper. But when it comes to marital status, he ain't got to obey that. That's a lie. That whole ministry is built on a lie. That's a cult. I called Elder Rufus and them out about a year or so ago on my other channel about following that lie. The more weak ministers, elders up there, be parading that fool. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead, Shep. Go ahead. Go ahead. You hear him every time they be talking. He be talking, doing them Friday night thing. He be talking. Go ahead, Shep. Go ahead, Pastor. That man ain't got no Holy Spirit. I called him out when he went at C-Rock. Then one Friday night he was sitting up there and got drunk and went at C-Rock. And he was Dowell calling the New Testament, the New Covenant, a lie. How you gonna open your mouth and call the New Covenant a lie and you preach from the New Covenant? Either you believe in the New Covenant, Jesus Christ established, either you don't. These clowns nowadays call themselves preachers, want to have it all their way. Like they say, you want to have your cake and eat it too. These clowns call themselves preachers nowadays. I don't know. What's the word I got into these fools? I can disobey the Bible, but I can preach the Bible. I can call myself a pastor, a shepherd, but I don't have to obey the Bible. I can twist the scriptures. I can do this. I can ignore the scriptures. But I can use the Bible on y'all. I can call the New Testament a lie, but then I can stand up on Saturdays or Sunday and preach the New Testament. I can call Jesus a lie, but I can turn around and preach Jesus. I can call the apostles a lie, but I can turn around and preach the apostle. The apostle preached Jesus. The apostle preached Jesus. The apostle preached marriage to one woman. They preached against adultery. I didn't know this man. I ain't gonna say that. I just seen something today that said he's married to Elder Rufus' daughter. I kind of figured that a long time ago because Elder Rufus and him are like, we're like this. I like Elder Rufus. I could tell when I first saw him, not personally, but I could tell when I first saw that his spirit was kind of way different than Dowell. I don't know too much about them other guys, all that, but I know Elder Rufus is who I seen the most. And now what I'm hearing about way Dowell did this man and doing this man is terrible. terrible. But I said it last year. I know people don't see that, but I've been preaching against him. I called them elders out for just going along with that man and his mess. They know that stuff ain't right. The only reason why they going along with that stuff, they got to be wicked. There got to be some wicked stuff. That man married to all them women, if that man feel like he can have multiple wives, and he gonna look at David and Solomon and them guys in the Old Testament back then, if he feel like he can do that, ain't nothing gonna stop that man from taking your wife. Ain't nothing gonna stop this man from taking your daughter, your niece. If he decide he want her, he gonna get her. He gonna take her. That's the type of mindset. Why would y'all want to be a part of that? To the flesh, it seemed good. But if we gonna say we men of the Bible, men of God, we can't follow the flesh. Warren Adams, you a man of God, you got to get up and go to work. Your wife getting up and going to work, and you get out there and go and preach. Preaching is not your first duty. Taking care of that woman is your first duty. You said she got up and went to work. I can understand. I asked you, are you retired? You won't answer the question. You won't address it. Then you told me, I called y'all and told you to prove to me that I lied. You said go and watch your other video about Jesus accusers. I seen that video. You didn't address me in that video. You didn't put it out there. What lie did I told? And you finna clear it up? What kind of hypocrite are you? You're a super hypocrite. You're a super duper hypocrite. You gonna accuse me and say I was wrong for wearing a cap and prophesy, but you got tons of video of you doing the exact same thing. The exact same thing. You won't open your mouth and point out the lie that I told on you. You gonna try to make sure to show that person up. They lied. See, I'm showing you. But even with my cap, you made a video specifically showing people about my cap. I showed you the cap. I know you saw it. You won't even apologize about that. You're a super duper hypocrite. I got another video coming on you tomorrow. You crazy. You need to be locked up in the crazy house. I said, you ain't no preacher, not a God. You're a minister of the devil. And your dog angels are too. I got a video coming on you. Bitter and sweet. Bitter and sweet. How can bitter and sweet come out the same fountain? I'm talking about the lies. You want to prophesy blessings to people. I don't want to get that away. But it's coming. It's coming.